Morning, Zionic. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you, man. Real good to see you. Whew. Good one today. Still fighting this little flu. Felt good, though. Getting back into it. Started doing some incline dumbbells again last week. Got away from them for a little while. Was focusing on the incline barbell, but felt good, man. You know, went up to the 90s today. Did 3 sets with the 90s. Did 10, 11, and on my last set, I got 11 again. I was really sitting down in the bottom with them. Doing them slow, protecting this elbow. These elbow wraps, though, those Mark Bell elbow wraps really make a big difference, actually. Thank you, Zionic. Appreciate seeing you in here. Scatman, good morning. Mark Dog, good morning. Luke, my bro. Great to see you, sir. Man, that leg one's a rough one, starting out with the leg press, going all out like that. But I'll tell you, man, legs will respond like crazy. Oh, hell yeah, Zionic. Hell yeah. These are good. These are you guys that have been training really hard already. These are good advanced technique training videos, ways to ramp up your intensity. Switch things up, you know. I'm glad you liked it, Mark Dog. Thank you, man. We shot a shoulder video, so we knew obviously tomorrow's Christmas, so everybody's going to be doing their own thing tomorrow, but we want to make sure we keep getting these videos out. And so we did a shoulder workout yesterday, which I already got a good shoulder workout with Kristen Graham that's up there. Melanie, good morning, my lady. Good morning, good morning. Miriam, good morning. Have you ever tried one of those arm blaster boards? Of course, Scatman. Those are old school, baby. I actually love the arm blaster. It's funny that you ask that. I was actually thinking about ordering one for the gym. Oh, thank you, Maria. I'm working on it. I used to be pretty jacked once upon a time. I'm trying to get back serious again. Oh my God, Billy. God bless you, bro. Good to see you. Good to see you, man. Thank you. Great to see you. Jack's here watching. Hi, Jackie. Melanie said, finally got that mattress. Fluffin did the same brand, but I think we want more. But I think I went more firm. Good, good, good. I'm glad that you like it. How much you spend on dope? That's a funny question. I don't have any money to spend on anything. Good, Zionic, man. Good, man. I hope you have a good, safe trip. Jack is here. I got Ricardo coming to work on me at 9:30, so I'll be popping off here when he gets here. As soon as he gets here, you know how I do it on Tuesdays. Hop up out of here. But, what's Jack getting from Santa? Actually, I got him this little bed thing to go inside of his crate. It's so funny. They have this really nice memory foam bed, and they don't really lay on it that much. They like to go inside their crate that just has like a little blanket on the bottom. So I got him a little memory foam thing to go on the bottom. Make it extra cushy in there for my boy. Tanya, good morning. So did a little chest and buys today. Feeling good. Marissa's still going hard. We had the glucose test yesterday. So basically at that week, at that particular week in the pregnancy, I guess 28 weeks or so is when they do it. They give you like a They give mama like a 10-ounce glucose solution. It's essentially just sugar and water, basically. I'm curious of how many grams of carbs are in it. It doesn't say it on the actual bottle, but basically you get this thing, and you got to chug it. You have like 10 minutes to drink it. She drank it in like 1 minute. You guys saw the video. And then you go over to the doctor, and they check your blood at exactly 1 hour. And they want to make sure, mama's healthy, glucose tolerance. Some women in pregnancy develop gestational diabetes. Crazy. Even if they're healthy, there's a bizarre thing that happens. Pierce, good morning. 70 grams, okay, so 70 grams. So they drink that, and then they basically tell you, yeah, if it's abnormal, we'll call you. Otherwise, Merry Christmas. So I'm sure she's fine, but she's not used to having a bunch of sugar like that. She said that she noticed once that sugar hit, the baby started kicking around like crazy. He had a little sugar rush going on. He had a little sugar rush going on. Pretty neat how that works out. Let's see. Fat boy Latino got chest and biceps today. We must be on the same split. The leg workout was dope. Listen, the HCG, it's expensive, but you just go through the doctor for it, man. You just go through the HRT clinic. Now, the HMG is very expensive. Very expensive. Those are the things that I know a lot of people will be finding over on the gray market, but I didn't use the HMG, so was fortunate that I didn't have to go that route. Good morning, Bruce. Good morning, Scatman. Good morning, everyone else who's come on here. Same split. Yeah, so Chev, what I did today, pec deck revert. We did a little pre-exhaust on the pec deck. 5 sets on there, worked up, sets of 20. Then at the end, I actually did a really, really slow set of 12. I was starting to feel a little twinge in the arms, so I stopped. Inclines, worked up to 3 heavy sets. And then supersetted heavy incline dumbbell flies with flat dumbbell presses. And then we finished out kind of like an FST7 style, but we did 5 sets instead on the machine incline press. And then biceps, I did 3 sets of concentration curls and 3 sets of cable curls for the brachial radialis area, little hammer style. How many cream pies did it take? You know what? That's a good question, Scatman. Not as much as one might think. The key is getting, at least one really good one during the ovulation period. You get a couple in there, then your odds are very high. But, you want to save those Big Daddy cream pies for the ovulation period. Saw this maniac at the gym, mixed pre-workout in the oatmeal. Whoa, that's bizarre. Serrano, good morning. Good morning. After a hard workout, what's the time frame I should take in extremely high calories for size? At what point does your metabolism stop? Well, Bonsai Runner, this is a question that there's been a lot of debate on over the years. However, there's a big factor in this, and that's your own genetics. Because I've been working with all kinds of people over the years, right? And man, I have worked with some skinny people that have just crazy metabolisms, and they just burn through everything. Not a lot of them, but I've worked with some of those people that I'm just like, damn, man, what's it gonna take to get this guy to gain some weight? So, you know, for those people, small percentage of people, what I was having them do is slam fast digesting carbohydrates and protein to the tune of 100 grams of carbs, 50 grams of protein immediately, and then go eat a dense ass calorie meal. McDonald's, Wendy's, something like that. All after that workout. Now, you know, if we're gonna talk about insulin and whatnot, those are guys that usually, you know, needed to do that. But I've also talked to people over the years that even though we wanted to maximize that window, we didn't want to get them fat. So listen, if you're somewhere in between, you're really trying to maximize it, hit 50 grams of protein and 50 grams of fast digesting carbohydrates, and then within 45 to 60 minutes, eat a good meal. Again, 50 grams of protein and 50 to 75 grams of, you know, an easier to digest carb. You don't have to eat oats. Rice is fine. Cream of rice is fine. And you can suck that up pretty efficiently. Mancini, Merry Christmas, bro. Oh man, I'm happy to see you here, buddy. We missed you. Bonsai, you know, are you a hard gainer? Is it hard for you to gain weight? Mancini says, who mixes pre-workout with cereal? I don't know, that is pretty weird. Listen, I've seen people doing all kinds of stuff in the gym now. Eating candy in the gym and all kinds of silly shit. At one point in time, there's been like this evolution of things people do before they go to the gym. You know, when I was training, it was very common to see people eating muffins before the gym. Blueberry muffins, things like that. Some guys bagels, actually. Then, I remember when it became the cool thing to do to eat Rice Krispie treats. You see guys walking around the gym eating Rice Krispie treats, and another one was Pop-Tarts. Pop-Tarts and Rice Krispie treats all over the gym. That was probably somewhere around like 2012, 13. I remember those days. And then it turned into like Skittles and gummy bears and shit. Sour gummies. Tanya Miller says, yo, Rice Krispies are missing a big marketing yield. I've seen it. I'm telling you. I've seen it. So, you know, I think a lot of it has to do with somebody that is very either popular or reputable, does something, and it catches on like wildfire for a little while. Bonsai says you gain weight easy. Listen, if you gain weight easy, Bonsai Runner, slam your protein after you work out. And here's what I suggest you do. Slam your protein shake immediately. And then within that hour, eat a clean meal. When I say clean, I mean a lean piece of chicken, you know, a lean piece of fish, and some complex carbohydrates. You'll still maximize what you get out of that. You don't want to use that post-workout window as an excuse to get junk calories in. Good morning. Awesome leg workout, but the audio wasn't so great. Damn, really? I didn't even... Thank you for telling me, Edmund. I'll have to look into what's going on with the audio. That's a bummer. Man, that's no bueno. I'll have to sort that out, though. Applesauce was one. Yeah, does Planet Fitness still have Pizza Fridays? I have no idea. I'd have to ask somebody. Post-workout butter shakes. Good morning, World Zuba Organization. Can you add muscle by using machines and dumbbells, or must you use free weights? Well, dumbbells are free weights. So to answer that question, yes. Do you mean barbells? When you're talking about free weights, no, you can add muscle with anything. It's just based on hypertrophy, breaking the muscle down, building it back up again, having enough protein there to repair the muscle and make it grow. Is Jason still on the Canton? I have no idea what Jason's doing these days. Best part back in the day was skipping study hall and walking to after my gym class sessions. There you go, Mancini. Bonsai Runner says, sometimes I make a huge pot of Velveeta shells and cheese with several cans of tuna mixed in post-workout. Actually, Bonsai Runner, that's a page out of my notebook when I was really struggling to put size on back in like 2007, 8. I used to do that, but I used to make a box of macaroni and cheese, and I would actually mix in like a half a pound to sometimes even a pound of lean ground beef. That's a heavy duty meal. Well, listen, Dexter Jackson has some of the most genetically gifted genetics, of anybody ever. So what works for him is going to work for him regardless, But I think ideally you would have a healthy mix of everything, guys. Not a fan of candy canes. Yeah, I'm not a big candy cane guy either. Listen, it's that time of year, guys. They're going around. Fidel, Flex Wheeler, or Ronnie Coleman? Well, listen. To the normal eye, who's got the more pleasing physique? Flex Wheeler, but overall, man, Ronnie Coleman's the greatest to ever do it. Just the freaky size and the crazy condition. Let's see. Silent CS, let's go. We got 500 milligrams test, 300 milligrams Masteron, 25 milligrams Anavar pre-workout. Just added Methaquad Extreme pre-workout, one a day. Well, listen, do I think it's too much? By whose standards? You know what I mean? First cycle, right out the gate, yeah, that's a little aggressive. But if you're not a beginner and you've been doing things a while, listen, 500 milligrams a test is a sweet spot where you're gonna grow no matter what. That's a damn good dose to be rocking and rolling on. Now, 300 milligrams of Masteron, if it's real, absolutely. And I know it's become a thing now to do the Anavar, pre-workout only. I've never done it like that. I always ran my cycles of Anavar. I might have done the lowest 25 milligrams a day for a short period of time, but I typically ran 50 milligrams of Anavar a day, at least 30 days, I've ran Anavar for 8 weeks straight. Oh, come on, C-bomb, baby. Hi. What, babe? Huh? Oh, yeah. When will you be able to run your own business again? Not until I finish, probation, man. Whenever that winds up being. Fit Health asked, why do bodybuilders hate cardio? Because I would say it's a combination of laziness and cardio is one of those things where I feel that bodybuilders know it's a good thing on average. It's just an annoying thing to do. It's tedious, it's time consuming. You could do HIIT cardio, which is hard as fuck. Which a lot of guys don't want to do. Rhino Smith says, if you eat one raw egg, I'll send you $100. Thank you for the offer, but I don't need $100 that bad to risk the salmonella poisoning. Although my eggs are not from Costco, which is where the salmonella seems to be right now, in those Kirkland signature eggs. Be careful, guys. What am I drinking? I'm drinking my kratom tea that I like to have in the morning, or kratom, depending on who you talk to. Zionic says, easy money. That is easy money. You're right. Any advice on mental resilience and overcoming obstacles in life? What's your secret? Listen, if there's one thing I've had to do is overcome a lot of damn obstacles. And there have been times, more than once, World Zuba Organization, where I said, why is this happening to me? Why are you doing this to me? But those rhetorical questions don't get you anywhere. And you have to have a simple talk with yourself, a self-talk, basically. What do I want? Do I want to give up and be buried and possibly die or be worthless? Or do I want to fight on and believe that there's a greater tomorrow that I can get to? And that's always been what it is for me. I won't accept it. When I was really, really sick for a while, I was very depressed. It was rough. Why is this happening to me? Why can't I get better? But I wasn't giving up. I knew that I could get better. There had to be a way. I just had to figure it out. With my case, once it started to fall apart, man, I'm going to go to prison. Man, this is terrible. Now what am I going to do? Well, I'm going to make the best of my time in prison so I can live a better life when I come out. You just things you do. My injuries. Why is this happening? Man, what the hell? My form is good. I'm smart. Why am I getting hurt? These rhetorical questions that you ask yourself typically will make you feel worse. So instead of focusing on questioning the problem, I say, okay, now what do I do to fix this? How do I overcome this? And grow from it. That's just how you continuously grow in life. Didn't Jason do sauna as cardio? Well, sauna is not cardio. But he might have thought that was the case. Why is there so little information on arimistane on Google? I haven't looked in a long time. But arimistane is a really incredible, it really is an incredible SERM, which stands for Select Estrogen Receptor Modulator. It works fantastic. And it works relatively fast. But as far as what's on Google, I don't know. I haven't Googled it in so long, Cucumbers on the recall too. Oh my God. There you go. Good advice from Edmund, guys. Laws of attraction. Always stay positive and you will prevail. That's right. You get back what you put out. Keep putting that good out. Hitting that 28-minute mark. I'm glad I got on here a little early. I wanted to get some minutes in today before Ricardo shows up here at 9:30. We got Christmas Eve action today. Italians do it big on Christmas Eve. We're heading over to her sister's house. Still fighting this flu. It's been very annoying. Whatever happened to opposites attract? I never actually believed that. I know a lot of people say that, but they also say birds of a feather flock together. You know what I mean? So it's very difficult to have a long-term healthy relationship with people who are opposites. Think about it like this. Can you imagine, let's say you're a conservative Trump supporter. Can you imagine marrying, an extremely liberal Kamala Harris supporter? I mean, how in the hell is that going to work out? and then raise kids like that. I mean, that's just a recipe for disaster. Mancini knows it. Lots of fish. Feast of the Seven Fishes. Oh, Superman Kind, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Thank you, guys. Christmas and Hanukkah colliding together this year. Boom. It's a festivus time. What about Kwanzaa? Thank you, Mancini. You know what? I've been doing a little Mucinex, a little NyQuil before bed. And I'll tell you, if you guys are sick and you still want to go to the gym, that Dust X will get you through. Woo! Let's see. Fat Boy Tino says, I mean, you need enough different, but we ain't magnets, bro. Man, Harris was going to save the economy and not get down with the folks that are delusional. No. You know, it's just, listen, it's just part of the reason why Marissa and I do so well. We just have a lot of similar views on things. We like a lot of the same shit. It's not a stress to have to do things because we both like doing the same things. Our decisions land in the same areas. Sometimes they don't. You know, we're a little different in the sense that I'm very open as far as social media and she's more private. But really outside of that, you know, the similarities make us thrive. Have I heard of Ultima Pharmaceuticals? No, I have not heard of them. Couldn't speak on it. Oh, Bonsai, Merry Christmas to you. Thank you. I'm happy to help any way I can, guys. Mancini says, great podcast, Zapata. I enjoyed it very much. Thank you, bro. Thank you for setting that up, Mancini. I really, really appreciate it. I love those guys. Those are good guys. Scatman says, didn't expect Marissa to be a right-wing extremist like you, PJ. I wouldn't call her an extremist, but she's definitely right-wing like me. Family is pretty conservative. You know, if anything, I remember Singerman and I took this test together once, and it determined that we really identify as libertarian conservatives. Because we do feel that people should have the right to their own decisions. You know, as I've gotten older, I think a lot of the conservative values just come down into the way that you were raised and simple common sense. Kwanzaa was made in the 60s to distract from them not actually helping us. But I'll bring the potato salad. Italians are like the black people of the European world. That's all we all got style. That's funny. That's funny. I've never actually met anyone that celebrated Kwanzaa before. Now we have Juneteenth also, which is another funny one. It's funny in the sense that you could tell Juneteenth was another one of those holidays made up by white people. Apology in advance if this offends anyone. Sometimes that happens on here. When I was in prison, right, none of the black guys knew what Juneteenth was. It's hilarious. None of them knew what it was. Like, we had off from work and everything that day. And when they found out what it was, they all were like, that sounds like some bullshit white shit. I was like, this is hilarious, man. I'm glad I'm seeing this now from this perspective. Bruce Joslin, you're really trying to push that opposites attract thing as far as the relationships go, I see. Different strokes for different folks. Listen, guys, I've tried it multiple ways. Tried dating a woman or being married to a woman that has really opposing positions as you. It can work if you're a beta male. If you're a beta male, it can work. But if you're more of an alpha personality type A, it's not going to work. I can tell you that. It's not going to work. Be prepared for a lot of arguments. I think that's a good point, Fatboy Tino. Tiny Miller says, I think opposites attract because of our wounds and being attracted to what we are missing. But I don't think that means they work better. Well, it's an interesting perspective on it. I can see that making sense. I think part of it is also, I think age is a factor also. A young person's perspective versus an older person's perspective. I think when you're younger, different stuff seems cool. Ooh, that's different. But as you're older and you start going through experience after experience, then you start getting, I think you come back to that, no, here's the shit I like. Let's keep it in here. Negative 7 degrees right now. Oh my Lord. That is too cold, Mancini. That is way too cold. What else we got? It's 9:30, so I'm gonna stay on until I hear that knock on the door. Tanya Miller, you and me both. Listen, I've tried it. Listen, my ex-wife was very opposite of me. And at first I thought it was cool. Until we started fighting over literally every goddamn thing. And I'll tell you this, she wouldn't back down on anything. And neither would I. So our opposites made things progressively get worse in a fast amount of time. So what was cool and interesting in the beginning, it was a very good learning tool. Sucks that it was so expensive, but I learned, okay, don't ever do that again. Stick to what, oh, you like that too? Okay, perfect. We'll work out. Fatboy Tino says, oh, I'm black, by the way. First name is Santino. In case you get canceled. Back to the business relationships. I've been canceled already, Fatboy Tino. I'm not so worried about being canceled in this new culture. Got canceled hard in 2020. Woo. George Floyd got me canceled pretty hard, but I think it's a little bit different now. I think at this point, most of the people that follow me either A, don't care, or B, have similar views. What's your position on Juneteenth, Fatboy Tino? Did you think it was white people made up holiday also? Treadmill, do I focus on speed or incline speed? Although you can ramp up your intensity by putting it on an incline for sure. Melanie says, has anyone actually scrolled down during one of these lives? Some weird shit on YouTube Live. What else? Give us some insight on it, Melanie. Define weird. Gold Bar said, what's up and Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Gold Bar. What do I think about crypto? Am I invested? No. Listen, I think that it can be very volatile, and currently I'm not allowed to invest in anything, nor do I really have money to invest in anything. You know, for years with the case, I was allowed to have a 401k through Blackstone Labs. I can tell you the brokerage account that I had, I burned through all of that with my divorce, and was never in a position I had holds on everything. So, you know, from an investment standpoint, I really wasn't allowed. Now I'm not in a position to do anything like that anyway. I could tell you, though, I certainly wouldn't be investing into any of these ridiculous influencer, Hawk Tuah types of scams. But, it seems a lot of that stuff rises and falls fast. I just scrolled down on maybe a 90-year-old scientist or doctor. Not sure he's in a lab coat whispering. Interesting. I'll have to check it out. I've never scrolled down. Bruce answering that question with the white guilt. I think so too. I'm with you, Tanya. I have Melanie is crazy. It's like TikTok speaking to TikTok. Ricardo's here, guys. All right, guys, good session today. Genova coin. I'm gonna roll up out of here. Time to get some treatment. I appreciate you guys coming in here. I appreciate all the questions and the back and forth. If I don't come on tomorrow because it's Christmas, God bless all you guys. Merry Christmas. Peace out, bye.